You have to smile. I have two. I was once married, and now I'm happily married. Lauren is back there. We've known each other for 13 years now. I have a daughter who's 18 years old. Her name is Simone.
You're the greatest, you're the most popular, you're the most followed, you're the most. I think you were around 15 and there was an eviction notice on the door.
My mom started crying. So at 14 years old, I thought, well, the heroes in my life, they're all men who have worked hard with their hands and they built their body. Yes, that's what I'm gonna do.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. There's nothing really I can say about the dude that you don't already know. He's a famous, world-renowned actor slash wrestler slash influencer slash PED abuser but doesn't admit it. Back in the day, following his wrestling career, he became one of the most explosive, popular, charismatic wrestlers, and that kind of transitioned into his acting career. Appeared in multiple blockbuster films such as Fast and the Furious, starring together with Vin Diesel. You all know Vin Diesel.
What's wrong? Am I the only one that's saying it? Look at her. She's so fucking beautiful. It's like you can't even do an interview with her because you're just like da 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 da. Right or wrong? Oh my God, guys, someone save me. When did this turn into Beautiful World?
But he's most well known for his positive public image.
What's up, Lana? DJ here. Lily told me that you were a guest on her show, and she also...
Don't cry. No crying.
There's not a slight chance that a person can be that perfect. This image we retain of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is almost immaculate. He is the Mona Lisa of the modern world. When you think of art, you kind of think of... or Mona Lisa, you know, so...
I don't just load these bars with metal plates. I put everything on them. My anxieties, my fears, my hopes, my dreams, my responsibilities as a provider, a father, a husband.
I wanted to see what The Rock was really about. What strides in the depth of Dwayne Johnson. So I just googled Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson controversies, and we're gonna take a look into that.
Dwayne Johnson is saying he learned his lesson after facing criticism over his Maui wildfire fund. In an Instagram video posted over the weekend, Johnson said he's been moved by all the messages from survivors that have benefited from the People's Fund of Maui following last month's wildfires, but that he also appreciates those who took issue with it.
Attacking Vin Diesel for years, The Rock's lies are finally being exposed. Vin asked The Rock to help him keep his final promise to Paul Walker after his tragic death. But The Rock betrayed him, calling him a candy, accusing him of using Paul's death to manipulate him.
He's been accused of taking steroids and many other PEDs by many people since starting his professional wrestling career. However, he has denied these allegations and has never been officially found guilty of any doping violations.
You know, when you see The Rock and he's standing there with his shirt off, with his shorts on, there's not a man alive who doesn't want to be built like that. They all want to be built like that. So what kind of stuff do you think someone would take to achieve that sort of physique?
I don't think it's very dissimilar from what, like Liver King, everything he's doing is pharmacy derived and prescribed.
I say it's because he didn't take any tests. I tell you now, if he takes a test right now, I'll pay him $1.50, because that's all I have on me right now. But that's my last $1.50, goddammit, take the fucking PD test, The Rock. Who are you afraid of? One other controversy I find kind of funny was him involving himself with Vin Diesel during the filming of Fast and Furious. During the filming of Fast and Furious 8, 2017, there were reports of a feud between Dwayne Johnson and co-star Vin Diesel. Johnson took to social media to express his frustration with some of his male co-stars. Though he didn't name anyone specifically, he later stated that issues had been resolved. We all know it was Vin Diesel, two alpha males in the same room. There can only be one alpha male. It's a one thing. If one dude is a sigma male, he stands alone. He goes to the left path and say, you know the deal. You know the. But two alpha males in the same room just doesn't work. No shot. Zero. During the same period as feuding with Vin Diesel, he actually feuded with Tyrese Gibson. Mr. Gibson over here actually blamed Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for causing delays in the release of Fast 9. The reason behind it being, Dwayne actually filmed a spin-off called Hobbs & Shaw. And here comes one that I don't actually agree with. Cultural appropriation criticism. At times for cultural appropriation, particularly regarding his portrayal of characters from different ethnic backgrounds in movies. Some have argued that he has profited from playing characters that could have been seen as stereotypical or culturally insensitive.
No, we're not gonna go. This man insulted you.
So you want to tell me if I wore braids right now, that would be cultural appropriation? That's such bullshit for many reasons. I'll give you one reason. Everything we can style ourselves with is meant to be celebrated by anyone on this planet and even out of it. If a fucking alien came down to Earth wearing fucking braids and an Indian hat, I would look at him and say, I really dig your style, man. Oh man. Mr. Johnson has expressed interest in pursuing a career in politics with speculation about potential runs for office, including the presidency. While many fans supporting his potential political aspirations, others have criticized him, arguing that his lack of political experience and specific policy positions could make him unfit for such roles. Critics have also pointed out that his popularity and charisma may not necessarily translate into effective governance.
Seeing him as a desirable president. This isn't just about Johnson's star power, it's about a populace yearning for a leader who's relatable, charismatic, and outside of the traditional political mold.
This is one point I strongly agree with. If you are very good behind the camera, that does not mean you can run a country. I mean, running a country is hard business. Just look at Joe Biden, for example. So I can totally see Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being president for the fucking USA. Imagine him like speaking in regards of Afghanistan, but opening this speech with his diet plan. Oh yeah, Monday I eat like 10 whole eggs, a whole fucking cow, and just like 2 scoops of protein powder, that's about it. Allegations of diva behavior. During his time in the WWE, there were reports and rumors of Johnson displaying diva-like behavior backstage, including demands for special treatment and accommodations. Some wrestlers and insiders have claimed that Johnson's rising star status led to tensions and conflicts within the locker room. However, these allegations have not been substantiated by concrete evidence, and Johnson has not directly addressed them. I mean, if I was involved in a controversy, which I'm never gonna be since I'm the perfect person alive, I would not address it unless there was any concrete evidence that I had done such a thing, which I wouldn't have done since I'm, again, the perfect person that ever lived. Choking women. So this is one I strongly agree with. Dwayne mentioned in his autobiography that he choked a woman for possibly speaking ill of his dad. He had no proof she spoke poorly of him, but choked her anyways at a family wedding. He described it as ragdolling her, clearing dishes and tables.
The day you came into my town, I didn't know you'd stay there in my life.
That's pretty defendable. The man is innocent. He just choked the woman, thrown her around, just like, the fuck did you say about my dad, you fucking— He allegedly cheated on his ex-wife Danny Garcia with his current wife Lauren Hessian, or however the fuck you say that. Lauren and The Rock met on set of The Game Plan in 2006 and said he was smitten with the first 30 seconds of meeting her.
You laugh at me, you die!
Once the movie wrapped around, he actually announced his divorce. Given the timing and a million years later he was smitten, it's pretty clear there was some cheating going around there. His ex Danny is his manager and protector of his image, so of course she is not gonna say anything. So with her being his manager and is actually tasked with the duty of protecting his public image, she's not gonna speak ill of him, since that is gonna damage her wallet as well. It's in her best interest to keep things squeaky clean. Strained relationship with his oldest daughter Simone Johnson. Since the way his marriage ended, Simone seems to have taken the side of her mom, rarely ever seeing her dad. She doesn't follow his wife on social media, he hasn't mentioned her WWE debut, he only posts pics of the babies on IG. He recently admitted in an interview that she hasn't been over to his house since 2016, and that he likes to do kid-friendly movies because it gives him what he doesn't get with Simone. Fair to mention that his daughter also wasn't invited to his wedding with his new wife, so that explains a lot. You've all seen how he has been acting with the Black Adam stuff. He's been doing it since day one in Hollywood. He tried to take Fast and Furious away from Vin Diesel, leading to a real beef, and refuses to work with reputable directors, writers, etc. Only people that are willing to be pushed around. It's also fair to be mentioned that when The Rock did his interview with Joe Rogan, it was nothing that resembles a Joe Rogan podcast. You know how the typical Joe Rogan podcast goes. It's like talking about DMT, shrooms, consuming DMT and shrooms, injecting DMT and shrooms, bathing in DMT and shrooms, and beers. He frequently references the gym as therapy, joking that it's cheaper than a shrink. He's a tough guy, but a wounded and lovable one. His piss-poor upbringing is often cited as the reason he needs therapy. In an Instagram video of him in the gym, sweat dripping from his every pore, he says into his handheld camera, "Look, I've been slanging iron since I was 13, ever since we got kicked off the island of Hawaii for not being able to afford to pay rent." He says, "I was crying, I have no place to live, I told myself. Shut up, stop crying like a little bitch, get in the gym and make something of yourself." It's kinda known that he needs therapy, man. Being so hard on your 13-year-old self should not be a thing a man does. What we have done in the past should not be a reflection of who we're gonna become. Cringy little fucking 13-year-old rhino. As a conclusion, I think these guys try a bit too hard to maintain this positive image, that it actually taints them in the end, because nobody is supposed to be perfect. That's what it means to be human. I think what we all need to take out of this is that we're all actually just human beings. There's no changing us. We are filled with flaws. The more we try to present ourselves like the perfect angels, which nobody is by the way, the more it sets up a more likely picture that we are actually terrible in real life. Because who tries that hard to seem perfect? Somebody who has something to hide, if you ask me. There's a reason most of the PR groups don't go for the innocent angel type of look. And it's not just Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The whole of Hollywood is riddled with these types. It's the same with lovable Chris Pratt. He's yet another story for another time. Thank you for watching. Anyways, wait for the clap and come back next time.